Welcome children in bio class. Children, you have studied Gregor John Mendel studied the characters, inheritance of characters in Pygium sativum. The characters which were studied by Gregor John Mendel in the Pygium sativum, they can be easily distinguished into sharply defined phenotypes. As you are taking the height of the plant, tall, dwarf, shape of the seed, round, wrinkled, color of flower, red, white, color of seed coat, yellow, green. So these are sharply defined, and these characters easily can be recognized. So one of the traits of a pair show complete dominance, and there is no intermediates. There pair of contrasting character as height, in the height, tallness and dwarfness, one is complete dominant, one is showing complete dominance, and there is no intermediates. So such characters are called qualitative characters. Qualitative characters. So children, clear to you what are the qualitative characters? The characters which are sharply defined, the characters which can be easily recognized, the characters from which one is complete dominance and there is no intermediate. So that is qualitative character. And now you have to study here quantitative character. So which character is called quantitative character? The character like height, weight, size of grain, yield, number of seeds in fruit, skin color, intelligence in man, milk production in cow. These characters can be expressed in the terms of unit of length, unit of weight. So they are described as quantitative character. Quantitative character. So there are two characters, one is qualitative, other is quantitative character. So quantitative character described as expressed in the terms of unit of length, unit of weight, unit of times, like this. The variation in quantitative character is continuous as compared to this continuous variation of qualitative character. The inheritance of quantitative character is influenced by a number of independent genes. So this how quantitative characters. The inheritance of these characters influenced by a number of independent genes, and each gene is having a small and similar effect. The effect of several genes is additive. The net effect on the trait depend upon the number of genes present. So here one gene will have a positive effect. Two genes are there, they have little more effect. If three are there, then in comparison to that also more. So it means when number of genes are increased, their effect is going to increase. The effect adds up with the increase in the number of genes. Therefore, it is said to be cumulative. Such genes are described as multiple factors, and the traits which are influenced by, like this, many genes, they are polygenic. So children, polygenes are two or more different pair of non-allelic genes present on different loci, which influence a single phenotypic character and have additive or cumulative effect. So you have to learn, children, what is polygene. So write down, polygenes are two or more different pairs of non-allelic genes. They are present on different loci. They influence a single phenotypic character and have additive or cumulative effect. Polygenic genes are also known as quantitative genes, cumulative genes, or multiple factor. The inheritance of quantitative characters is known as quantitative inheritance. Children, Galton, Galton, Galton predicted some character in the human beings, and that characters are polygenic characters, like height, mental capabilities, skin color. These are polygenic characters, or these are quantitative characters, and their inheritance is called polygenic inheritance or quantitative inheritance. Skin color in man depend on the presence of melanin pigment. The amount of melanin pigment developing in person is determined by three pairs of genes. That three pairs of genes are A, B, and C. These are present on three different loci. Each dominant gene is responsible for the synthesis of fixed amount of melanin. If the person is with the genotype AA, BB, CC, so all the three pairs of genes are in the dominant, then the skin of that person is darkest skin. If a person has the genotype small a, small a, small b, small b, small c, small c, it means the genes are in the recessive form, and that person is, there is no formation of melanin, no melanin pigment is formed. So that person is albino. In that is no pigment is formed. And if there is, these pigments are in intermediate. Intermediate is, there are genotype A small a, B small b, C small c. This genotype is medium dark. So in this way we can determine the color of the skin. When there is the cross between an albino and a negro, individual produces intermediate skin color. So why they are producing intermediate skin color? Reason is, in the albino, their alleles are small a, small a, small b, small b, small c, small c. In the negro, their genotype is capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C, capital C. But when there is the cross between negro and albino, the progeny which produced in F1 generation, that progeny is intermediate and their genotype is this: capital A small a, capital B small b, capital C small c. Therefore they are intermediate. But in the F2 generation, the progeny are different colors. Like this we can determine the height and intelligence.